cartooning for you this morning. Welcome. I appreciate you stopping in for a minute and helping me with my comic strip, Super Cow. It's a new comic strip. And what I'm doing today is I'm simply storyboarding and brainstorming so that I can go ahead and illustrate this and upload this to my blog, guys. So that's what I'm doing this morning. Doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And so I wanted to show you, get you familiar as to what's going on the comic strip this morning, guys. So Veal, Chuck explained to Veal that he was part of something big, that he was part of the task force to help save the planet. So Veal, on this episode, or episode, I guess is what you call it, Veal's gonna get a package, another package like Chuck did. So that's what I'm doing today, is I'm including Veal in the Super Cow, with its Super Cow team. He's in on it, he's part of it, because he's Space Cow's son. And Space Cow is, she's the one who has all the power, and so does Chuck. He has power in the suit that was given to him. So let's see, I'm brainstorming. I was having terrible creator's block yesterday, guys, so today I'm just kind of brainstorming. And let me see. So what's going on is he's in the spaceship, and all of a sudden he appears. He appears, and Lola's freaking out. She's going, what the heck? And he says, that's okay, Aunt Lola. Uncle Chuck explained everything to me. And he also gave me a package that he got from Herb and Frank. So let's go. This panel is going to be Aunt Lola. And so what's going to go happen here is Veal okay, Lola's going, uh-oh. Veal said, look. They gave me a package. Aunt Lola. And she's going, and he's going, I wonder what it is. Aunt Lola's going, wait, don't open it. Because I think she has a feeling she knows what's going to happen. She doesn't know what it is. But too late. Too late. Wait, don't open it. It's okay, Aunt Lola. Uncle Chuck explained everything. And look. He gave me a package. He gave me a package too. Wait, don't open it. Wait, don't open it. And then all of a sudden, poof. Too late. Now, this is the part where Veal is going to have, Veal's going to be part of the Super Cow team. Let's see, I'm going to give him glasses. he deserves glasses because he can't see. And then and you know what else? Oh, you know what else? This is what I'm going to do. He's going to have Super Scout cow skates. He still has the crutches, but they've turned him into they've turned into like rollerblade things. So he still needs some to help him walk. I'm thinking maybe. Okay, this is just brainstorming just to figure out what his suit's going to look like. So he's got his little suit on, and she's going, huh? Okay, so now he's super kid, super cap. Maybe we'll make it super kid. Hi guys, thanks for stopping in. Thank you for joining me on my super cow thing today. Okay, so this if you guys don't know where to find the comic strip, it's on my blog site, mycowjokes.blog, and it used to be the Veal and Chuck show, but now it is Super Cow and Friends. So Chuck is, like I said, Chuck's Super Cow now because you have to follow this story, and I don't have a lot of time to explain it. But if you go to the blog site and read the story, the comic strip, it'll all make sense to you. I promise. I promise. BSK, thank you for stopping by, you guys. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm eventually going to morph this comic strip into a series, a superhero series. So. And I'm going to be using farm animals. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, so, okay, so Veal's going to love this because Veal's going to be able to fly now that he has, knows that he has superpowers. He didn't before, but now he does. Now he has a suit. So he's able to do all kinds of stuff now. And Veal's going, wow, this is awesome. And so I'm going to have Veal, I'm going to make Veal flying. Let's see. He's going to be going, wow, this is awesome. And he's flying. So he's up here, and he takes off. And this is Veal. And Lola's going, oh, no. She doesn't know what to think right now. Okay. And then he goes, Veal swoops down, and then this is very... Okay, so you got to have the spaceship over here somewhere. There's a spaceship over here because that's where he came from. And so Chuck, let's see. He's gonna, let's see. I don't know what to do on this space, in this space, you guys. But I do know what's going to happen here. And I know that Chuck's he's going to finally have to show up. I know he's finally going to have to show up, you guys. And and he'll all of a sudden show up because he has the power to beam down and beam up, and so he's gonna all of a sudden appear and say, "Where?" And ask Lola, "Where's Chuck? Where's Veal? He was just here." And then Lola's gonna point up here. Okay, Lola's gonna go. Okay, I'm just brainstorming, guys. And she'll point up. Where's Veal? Okay, so that's what I have so far. I was having a hard time trying to figure out what's going on in the comic strip. So Veal came back down, and so Lola's freaking out again. And she says, "Don't open that package I gave you." Poof, and now he's super kid. I wish he was a goat. I should have made him a goat. No, and it would make sense, but he's super calf now. And so, wow, this is awesome. He has a suit on now. He says, "Wow, this is awesome." Chuck appears from the spaceship. Where's Veal? And she's going to go up there. And so and the next panel is he's going to go fly after him and tell him to get his little hiney back down to the planet. Because he has to have a talk with him. Okay, so that's what this is what I have so far, you guys. Let me get my pencil. Okay, Lola. Okay, so here we'll have him do this, her do this. And okay. Okay, it's okay, Aunt Lola. Uncle Chuck told me everything. So Uncle Chuck told him that Bill was going to be part of the task force to help save the planet. And look, they even give me a package. Frank and Herb gave me a package. So Lola's going. Here's the bus, because they're down on the planet now. Okay, so this is what's going on. And I'm just simply brainstorming, you guys. I'm not going to cement this in stone, but I kind of have an idea that I actually want to make this. This is a cartoon that was that ran way a long time ago, back in maybe the late 60s, early 70s. And it was called The Amazing Three. And there was, I think it was a rabbit, a turtle, and a horse. So that's I hope you guys are getting this. You guys, decided to take yesterday off because I was having a terrible creator's block. I'm trying to think of a way to get all the farm animals, include all the farm animals that I put in the comic strip, integrate them into making them superheroes. So this is what I'm doing so far. Little Bill's got his little and the reason why Bill has braces on, I guess you call them braces or crutches or whatever they call them, because he was stuck in a crate for a long time, and so now he can't walk very well. So he can walk, he needs a little help is all. Okay, so now okay. And it will come to me. It always does, you guys. Whenever I have brain farts and I don't know what's going to happen next on the show. It all of a sudden, I don't know what it is. It just, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And that makes sense. So don't necessarily follow the storyboards, because if I can think of something better that makes the comic strip more interesting or engaging, I'm going to go ahead and tweak it while I'm creating the comic strip panels. And that's how I roll, guys. Okay, so that's the bus. Okay. Now, I'm gonna get my handy dandy eraser out. Fixing this. Okay. She's going, don't open that thing, baby. But you know what's going to happen. He's going to open it. He's going to open it, and then it's going to change things. There's going to be all kinds of change in this little calf's life. He just found out when he was on the spaceship, when he popped on the spaceship, they discovered that Bill has some of the traits, I guess is what you call it, some of the powers that his mom possesses. So one of the powers is he can beam himself anywhere, like they did in Star Trek with those little energizers, whatever those things were that they used on Star Trek. Beam me up, Scotty, those things. Well, he has the power to do that without the suit. But they gave him a suit anyway. I guess that suit will represent that part of a task force that he has been given or assigned to. So that's what's going here. happen on the comic strip, guys. Sorry about that. All right. Keep blinking out, blinking in. Okay, good. This is Veal. This is what he's gonna look like with his super suit on. I'm not sure what kind of, here's his little, here's his, now that he can walk, kind of, he has to have some kind of help though. So I'm figuring, there. Okay, that's Veal in his super suit. It'll be this little cape. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So if you guys are just now clicking on, welcome. The Veal and Chuck show has become Super Cow and Friends. It was my comic strip. It started out as a comic strip on my blog site, and I'm going to be, hopefully soon, sometime this summer, make a comic book out of this series. And I have enough comic strip panels that I can probably easily throw together a couple of comic books this summer. So this is what I'm doing. I'm creating Super Cow and Friends. And it's going to be a comic book series. And hopefully I will be able to publish this year. That is my thought. And I'm hoping that this little plan of mine comes together. I'm telling you, if my head wasn't attached to my shoulders, I'm telling you, it wouldn't be pretty. Okay, so I need to, I'm not sure what kind of, what I'm gonna do first is just kind of try to figure out what the suit color is gonna be. It's gonna be blue and red, of course. Gotta have them jiving, the colors matching. I'm thinking. Let's give him a blue shirt. This is his cape, so his shirt's gonna be blue. Like Chuckarama's.